Hello, hello. I am Lisa and this is my channel, Diamonds and Stitches. And today I am doing a Whip and Sip with Jené, my partner in crime, who is a total Seahawks fan like I am. And we are working on our Seahawks pieces. So I will link Jené's information down below, but she is the review with Jené. And so please go and check her out. She is doing this spectacular custom piece that she had done with the Seahawks in the center. It is just absolutely gorgeous, like truly gorgeous. So, and I am continuing to work on this piece here. I'm not gonna lie. I have restarted this piece a couple of times. I am going to work on it today while I do the tag questions, but I think after this, depending on where Jené is in her custom, I have to admit I haven't been able to watch any creators' videos in the last little while. It's been kind of a crazy week with work and then family, and then I have a little bit of a life change with my Mr. G, Shawnee, and all good, but it's been kind of a bit of a change. So I just have not been diamond painting as much as I want to, nor have I been able to watch any of the channels that I've been wanting to recently. So I am going to try and catch up with what Jené is doing and see where we're at. And if she is ready to do her post review, I'm also ready to do my post review. So, but tonight we have, we're going to continue with the Christmas tag that Jené found, which is really cool. And I have not read ahead, so I'm not sure. We're going to be answering these at the same time. And so, yeah, so it'll be kind of a surprise. So this is the second part of the Christmas tag. And so let's get into that. So let me turn on my light. Sorry, guys. I hope you're not completely blinded. And let's get into these tags. So we left off, oh, sorry guys, we left off at 25, so now we're doing 26. In which year was it that you had the best Christmas ever? Well, I can honestly say that I don't remember my Christmases from when I was younger. Oh, before I start, you guys, Whip and Sip, grab your whip. Whatever craft you are working on, grab your sip. Tonight I am drinking, surprisingly, tea. It is cold, wet, and rainy here, and I just felt like some tea tonight seemed like a really good idea. So, and there's no caffeine in it, so that's even better. So, okay, now that's out of the way. Number 26. In which year did you have the best Christmas ever? Okay, again, I don't truly remember a lot about my childhood and Christmases. And when I became a teenager, you know, Christmases was not a big celebration at my house. And so, again, I don't remember those. So I'm going to actually say that the one that I think was probably the most special was when my first child was born, and that Christmas with him. That was awesome because you really got to see, you know, the Christmas through their eyes, as well as that's when I started doing traditions, like our family traditions, and carrying those on year after year. So so for me, that was, you know, starting off motherhood and celebrating the first Christmas with my first child, and then all the other kids after. That was pretty special. That was pretty awesome. Okay, number 27. I might have to bring this closer to me because, again, blind. Okay, number 27. From whom did you come to know about Santa at first? probably my parents. Like, I don't, yeah, you know, the whole tradition of, again, I don't really remember. Like, it could have been my grandma and grandpa. It could have been my mom and dad. I honestly don't know. But, you know, in my house, if you didn't believe, then, you know, Santa didn't come. And so it was really important. We believed. I still believe to this day. I definitely believe in the spirit of Santa, and how special that spirit is. And of course, Christmas isn't just about Santa, right? So that's a topic for another day. I don't know, maybe it's a topic for down here later. Who knows? Number 28, have you ever baked Christmas cake on your own? Oh, yeah. Now, if they're talking about Christmas cake being like that whole fruit cake, Christmas cake, I don't make that just because, okay, let's be honest, nobody eats it. But I do make like other cakes at Christmas that are just, that I only make at Christmas. So yes, I do bake Christmas cake and have baked on my own since I lived on my own, or lived, you know, outside of my house with my parents. Number 29, what essence do you use in cakes? Always vanilla. Always, always, always. I love the flavor of vanilla. I like the smell of vanilla. And I want to say, do all my cakes have cinnamon in them too? For sure vanilla. Yeah, I think just vanilla. Even like my mincemeat pies have vanilla in them. So yeah. Number 30, cream cake, pastry, or fruit cake. Which is your favorite during this time? Well, other than the fruit cake, I don't like fruit cake, which is weird because I actually like most of the ingredients in fruit cake, as long as they don't put the nuts in them. I actually like the dried cherries and the, yeah, so I like that, but I guess probably cream cake. Cake has a special part in my heart, because I like cake. I'm a pie girl, but I do like cake. Yes, this girl likes cake. Number 31, have you ever met someone special on the eve of Christmas? Well, I guess no. No. I mean, I've been to church on Christmas Eve, and, you know, you always meet somebody there, but special is in the way of like somebody who is special in your life. No, I'm just going to go with no. Number 32, what is your plan this Christmas? Well, we will do Christmas dinner, or mostly Christmas breakfast. And then my kids have now significant others that they are with. And so, you know, everybody knows that Christmas Eve is mine. Christmas Eve will always be mine. And that's a tradition that I hold dear and near to my heart. And so we will do like a Christmas Eve dinner, and then, you know, the little jammy gifts and that kind of thing, and just spend some time together as family. And then the ones who are home on Christmas morning to open presents and that kind of thing, and then they'll go off to their significant others for the rest of the day. And then the ones who don't have significant others or choose to stay at home will be here. And then Mr. G has, well, this is part of our life change. He has become a long haul truck driver. And so he's no longer doing appliance tech. And so that means a really big change for us, in that, you know, he is going to be on the road for quite a bit. And we won't always know when he is going to be coming around. So I'm sure that this being the first year that he is doing this, that he will be coming home. I know for sure he's coming home for Thanksgiving. for a few days. We don't know for how long, but he's with a mentor, and for the first little bit, the first month, I guess. And so just before Christmas, he'll get his own truck. And being new, they kind of get all of the not so lovely jobs, you know, the ones that all the more experienced truck drivers and have been around for a while, they'll get their vacations and that kind of thing first. And so potentially he'll be on the road for Christmas this year. So it's, our plans are kind of up in the air, as in I might be alone at Christmas. I might have, you know, him around. I don't know. So it's going to be a bit of a change. A little different than at the previous Christmases since we've been together. All right, number 33. What is your theme color that you wear the most for Christmas? Black. And not, kind of, I wear a lot of like golds and greens too. So because those are my colors, I'm kind of like a fall, I look good in fall colors. And so I wear a lot of that anyway throughout the year. But my main color in my wardrobe really is black. And so, and I don't look good in red. And so I don't do a lot of reds. Yeah, so I would say black, and then maybe I'll put like a splash of, I don't know, blue or green, or kind of like a brown or a gold or something like that to it. Number 34, how do you decorate your house during Christmas? Well, for the last little while, I have not actually gone out of my way to decorate. Funny enough, the last few years, we have gotten really sick around Christmas time. And so with that just has not been a lot of energy. And because my kids are older now, and of course, you know, we always try and do something for the grandbaby. And so, her little elf on the shelf shows up December 1st. And so we do something with the elf on the shelf. And then we always have a Christmas tree, whether it's a fake one or a real one, depending on how we're all feeling. But, you know, really it's my daughter and I who kind of put Christmas together, and the boys come along with whatever we're doing. And so, you know, for the most part, a tree always goes up, and the decorations, and then it just depends on the rest of my house, whether I get it together and actually put out all of the decorations and the pillows and the blankets. I have all kinds of decorations for Christmas. It's getting it out and putting it all together. And like I said, the last few years, we have been super sick just around Christmas or just before Christmas, and just energy zapping. And again, my kids are older now, and they don't, you know, I mean, their whole thing is, what are my presents and where's the food? And so yeah, I would like to get back to, you know, the true decorating. And you know, I used to, in my bathrooms, there would be Christmas towels and the Christmas soaps and, you know, a few decorations, and then in the kitchen and all of that. And really, again, I just have not done that for the last couple of years, just because it takes a lot to decorate this house. It's a big house, and time and energy. And so, yeah, I got to get back to that. I kind of miss it. Yeah. Okay, number 35. Is there anything special that you do every year to decorate the interior section of your house? I don't know that it's any more special than anything else, but, you know, we always put up a pretty decent tree, and then make that kind of the focal point of most of the decorations in the house. And then lights do go up. Like, we do have some interior lights that we put up in the windows, and yeah. But like I said, in 34, with the decorating the house, the rest of it has kind of fallen by the wayside a little bit. Number 36. What is so exciting about Christmas? Well, for me, you know, when my kids were littler, the excitement of Christmas was, you know, the pure joy that that they exhibited on Christmas. There is nothing like Christmas through a kid's eyes, and like the pure joy of Christmas. For me, you know, the spirit of Christmas for me is about the birth of Jesus and the spirit of giving. And that's really important to me. And so that's, yeah, so that's kind of what's exciting about Christmas for me, is it's the spirit of giving and being able to give something to somebody that is so not expected, not something that they, you know, it could be just as simple, and this is so silly, but it can be just as simple as letting the person behind you in the grocery store line who has like 3 things and you have like this full cart, and they know that they're going to have to wait probably 10 minutes for all of your stuff to go through, to let them go through first. You know, it's just that spirit of giving, that spirit, whether it's your time or your energy or just something thoughtful, you know, that means a lot to me. And so those are the kinds of things that I do more of around Christmas time, because I think that people are so stressed out and short and busy, and yeah, so I do those things a little bit more during Christmas, so that, you know, hopefully that can be a reminder just to take that moment, and yeah, it doesn't have to be so serious. So anyway, number 37, what is the staple song that you sing every Christmas? There's a couple, like I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus is a big one, Jingle Bells, Here Comes Santa Claus, Frosty the Snowman. Those are all, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, those are all big staples. Like we sing those loud and proud at my house. Number 38, who comes to your home to celebrate Christmas every year? It varies. It varies. You know, back when I was married, my brother-in-law would come. He has been here several times for Christmas, which is nice and celebrated. So that's been pretty nice. My brother has come a couple of times, or maybe just once. I think I scared him after we told him, hey, here's the kids and we're going to have a baby 2 days after Christmas. So he's been, and then really it's just kind of our family. It's just our immediate little, my kids, you know, and my granddaughter. And now we have, my daughter and I have some significant others, and they're involved in our Christmas. And then my youngest son has a girlfriend that he is now bringing around for Christmas as well. So yeah. But I don't, like, my mom doesn't travel anymore, and yeah, so, and I have a very small family. My brother has his own family, and they're pretty large, and her mom, my brother's wife's mom, and her family are very important to her, and so they spend the time with them when they are around. And so yeah, so everybody is kind of like separated at Christmas family wise, so I try to keep my small little family together. I guilt them into it. Okay, 29. Do you donate anything on the occasion of Christmas? Yes, I do. I donate all the time, and I feel that it is important, whether it's food or blankets or coats for kids or warm boots. I used to do like a lot of hats, mittens, and scarves, those kinds of sets together. Because, you know, especially for the homeless, now I do more kind of like, I do food quite a bit. And, yeah, I used to do scarves. I used to crochet a bunch of scarves and then donate those. But yes, I believe that donating is very important. And then I had started my granddaughter on the path of, she would pick out a toy, or I would buy a toy that she would give to the Toys for Tots. Christmas drive, so that she understood that that there were kids out there that did without. And so I think that that's just really important to instill in littles, because they don't always see, you know, they don't see and know what goes on outside of maybe their circle. So number 40, what kind of charity do you do every year? Well, again, I kind of do the Toys for Tots drive. I do quite a few food drives. I even think that it's important to do pet drives, like pet food. Because, you know, there are pets out there that don't, sometimes, you know, when families are having to choose between food for themselves and food for their pets. And so, or simply that there are a lot of shelters out there that don't have enough food for the animals. And so, old towels and blankets and food for the pet shelters is a great charity to give to. So those are the main ones that I do. And then I, you know, try to look into new ones for the years, to see what to donate to. Number 41, one thing that you never stop buying during Christmas: jammies. That's a staple. That's our Christmas Eve tradition. And so I will forever buy jammies for Christmas time. That will never stop. Ever. Where was I? Oh, number 42. Is there any custom or ritual that you celebrate during Christmas every year? Well, again, it's the jammies before, it's our Christmas Eve jammy tradition. We do that. And then, of course, we have like a little dinner. So we had started fondue a long, long time ago. That was Christmas Eve dinner, a fondue. Some of my kids like fondue. Some of them don't. And, but they'll eat, you know, like I do. It's always a cheese fondue. And so I will do like a, what will I do? I do French bread and apples and cauliflower, broccoli, carrots, kielbasa, and there's something else I do. And so they'll just eat those individually, but they're still part of the family dinner. And so that's a big, important part of, you know, celebrating Christmas Eve together. And then, of course, the tradition of jammies and having new jammies the night before, so that when we wake up Christmas morning, we are all in nice, clean, yummy looking jammies for Christmas pictures the next day. Okay. Number 43, what is more fun to you, giving away gifts or being at the receiving end? I'm a giver. I love giving gifts. I love hunting for that perfect gift to give somebody. I love seeing the look on their face when they get the gift and it was either unexpected or, you know, or it was just something that they were so wanting, or, you know, and never expected to get. Whatever the case is, I love to give gifts. That's a big thing for me. Number 44, what do you usually wear during Christmas? Well, jammies in the morning when we do our Christmas gifts. And then I think I pretty much, it depends. When we used to go to, I had a friend who would invite us over for Christmas dinner. And we were like sisters, and I truly miss her. And we used to get together and celebrate Christmas together. And so then, yes, I would have to get dressed. And I would always have like either a nice new sweater or a new, you know, skirt and blouse set or something. And the kids were always dressed nice. And because it was kind of like a dress, it wasn't, you know, fancy or anything, but it was still like at least wear something nice. And so I would do that. But now that we celebrate at home, I might stay in my brand new jammies all day, or if I do get dressed, it's kind of like just something super casual because, you know, we're just at home and we're a really casual family. We're very, very casual. So, yeah, jammies, sweats. We don't really stand on ceremony a whole lot here. Okay, number 45, bright color or a light one? Which would you prefer the most? I'm not into bright colors. I'm very neutral, kind of light. And so, yeah, I would prefer probably lighter colors. Number 46, this year, with whom are you going to celebrate Christmas? Hopefully my kids and hopefully Mr. G, if he gets home for Christmas, which I really hope he does. So that will be nice. It will be my first Christmas since we've been together if he's not home. So it'll be a little bit more lonely for me because I do know that my daughter will be at her boyfriend's parents' house, and they do Christmas Day. That's their tradition, and their whole family gets together. And so her and my grandbaby will be gone for that. And my youngest son, he probably will be at his girlfriend's house for Christmas Day dinner. He's kind of already informed me. So it'll be my oldest and me. And if, like I said, if Mr. G is home, and him. But if not, then it'll be me and my oldest. So we'll eat lots of leftovers and toast everybody else wherever they are. Okay, number 47. What does your bestie gift you during Christmas? Well, I'm gonna say nothing because I don't really have a bestie anymore, and so we haven't celebrated Christmas together for quite a long time, and so yeah. We'll just leave that one. Let's see here. Oh, number 48. Have you ever made or prepared anything special during Christmas? Yes. So, a staple for Christmas for us is always mincemeat cookies. My dad loved mincemeat. Big time. And there was a recipe that my grandma would make mincemeat. What in the world is the matter with this one? Would make mincemeat cookies. And they're called Monty's mincemeat cookies. That's exactly what they're called. And so I make that recipe every single year at Christmas time. I love mincemeat cookies. They're so moist. Oh my God, they're so good. And it's a family recipe, so don't ask. I'm not sharing. That recipe and my spaghetti meat sauce recipe is going to the grave with me. No, it's not. It'll follow my daughter. But yeah, they're delicious. And so I make those in honor of my dad every Christmas because he's not here to celebrate with us anymore. And it's just it's just something sweet that, yeah, I like those. Okay, 49. One gift that you asked from Santa and got for real. What gift did I ask for Santa? Probably a bike. I mean, if I think about, back when I was younger, a bike, honestly, I don't remember the things that I asked Santa for. back in the day. And now my Santa is a big boy, and pretty much anything I ask for, I get. So, but when I was younger, Santa, I would say it was probably a bike. I know I asked for like a lot of things like books and that kind of thing, and I always got books. But yeah, I don't honestly remember. Number 50, what do you prefer to eat on the eve of Christmas? Well, that again is our fondue dinner, our cheese fondue dinner on Christmas Eve. And then I also do a chocolate fondue as well. So it's cheese and chocolate fondue. And so we'll have strawberries and pound cake and apples, and I feel like I do something else in that chocolate fondue. Oh, vanilla wafers. Those are delicious. I feel like I do something else in that chocolate fondue. But that's what we do for the chocolate, or that's what we do for the dessert. And then the cheese fondue for Christmas dinner, or Christmas Eve dinner. So, and then of course there's a ton of snacking along the way. Of course there is. And yeah, so Christmas is fun. I really like Christmas. I like the spirit of Christmas, and yeah, it's good times. Yes. So, what are some of the traditions that you guys do at Christmas time? Is there anything that you guys do that's special for Christmas or Christmas Eve? Do you have family that comes? What kinds of things do you guys, do you have something special that you eat, or a special tradition that you do? Goodness sakes. I would love to hear, write those in the comments. I would love to hear about it, because I'm always fascinated how other families celebrate and what they do around Christmas time. So that is it. I can't believe it only took a half an hour, just a little over a half an hour, you guys. That's incredible. So I'm going to end that here. Please go and check out Jené. I have so enjoyed working on a collaboration with her. We both really, really like the Seahawks, and right now our Seahawks are doing pretty darn good. They had a bye week last week, so that's why you didn't hear anything about football. And unfortunately there was a dust up on football this past weekend with the Browns, which I did watch that game. And I watched some college ball. I watched some NFL, and because honestly, Mr. G went to Utah for his training, and so I dropped him off at 8:30 in the morning on Saturday, and then I was at his place and kind of putzed around and slept and watched some football and cleaned and just kind of relaxed a little bit and tried to rejuvenate for the deluge of Christmas and craziness that is going to happen. December is a really busy month in my accounting firm, and we get ready for the beginning of the new year and all of the 1099s and all of the tax things that happen, and preparation for people to get their taxes done, W-2s, all of that. So it becomes a really busy time of year prepping for that. And yeah, so between that and celebrating Christmas and the snow that we're expected to get, it's going to be kind of a crazy couple of months. And so I just took at that time to just kind of relax and rejuvenate, and yeah. So thank you so much for joining me, sticking with me. I know I have not been around very often, and I do have my giveaway. I'm taping that tomorrow, and so that will be going up. And oh my goodness, these do not want to stick down at all. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that. So look for that. I'm really excited about it. And I think that that's it for now, guys. So thank you for joining me. Please go and check out Jené at the review. I think she changed her channel name with, I think it's the review with Jené now. But I'll link all those details down below. And I hope you guys have a really great rest of your week. And I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.